I didn't expect my life to fall apart over coffee, especially not while holding a screaming baby in my arms. Michael stood in our kitchen, calm as ever, sipping from a mug I hadn't even had time to wash, and told me he was leaving. I'm in love with Laura. Laura, my best friend, the one who came over after I gave birth, who held our son and smiled at me like nothing was wrong, who brought me casseroles while I cried from postpartum exhaustion. And now, she had her arms wrapped around the man I married? You're always tired, always stressed. It's like you're not even here anymore, he said. You used to be fun. You used to laugh at my jokes. Now it's all diapers and sighing. Right, I had a 3-month-old baby. I hadn't slept more than 2 hours in a row in weeks. I hadn't washed my hair in 4 days. Every ounce of energy I had left was spent keeping our baby fed, clean, safe. My body still ached from the birth. My hormones were all over the place. I was surviving, not glowing, and he wanted to be seen, wanted to be admired. He wanted the version of me that existed before stretch marks and late-night feedings. The version who could drink wine and watch movies, not the one who passed out with a burp cloth on her shoulder. He left that weekend, took the car, cleared our joint savings, and moved in with Laura. I was too numb to cry. I just kept holding the baby and hoping it was all a bad dream. 3 days later, the bank called. Apparently, I had missed a payment on a $23,000 loan. What loan? Michael had forged my signature for an investment scheme, used my name, my credit, my trust, and vanished, leaving me and our baby with the fallout. I didn't eat for days. I was feeding a baby every 3 hours, changing diapers half asleep, and doing it all with a weight in my chest that made breathing hard. I felt like I was drowning in a world that no longer made sense. Then my grandmother arrived, 84 years old, a spine made of steel, a heart full of fire. She had seen worse in her lifetime, and she wasn't going to let me go down without a fight. You let him walk away. Now we go after him, she said. For the next few days, we became investigators. Between baby naps and midnight feedings, my grandma and I collected everything. Old bank statements, tax returns, emails, even screenshots from Michael's social media. Turns out he'd been underreporting income for years, had set up fake invoices, and routed money through bogus accounts. We made spreadsheets, labeled documents, built a case like we were prepping for trial. She organized everything into a folder. Now we pay him a visit, she said. Her voice was calm, but I could see fire in her eyes. We showed up unannounced. Laura opened the door, still wearing one of my old sweaters. I didn't say a word. My grandma walked right past her, straight into their living room. Michael appeared, smiling awkwardly. But when he saw the folder in my grandmother's hand, his face changed. She sat down at their table like a judge entering court. Slowly, methodically, she laid out every forged document, every falsified transaction, every trace of fraud. And then she handed him a copy of the anonymous report she had already submitted to the IRS. If you're lucky, she said, you'll just owe money. But if you ever use my granddaughter's name again, you'll wish you were only bankrupt. 2 weeks later, Michael called, crying, begging to settle, asking if we could just move on. I hung up. Now? He's broke. Laura left him. I'm debt-free. And my son will grow up knowing that his mother didn't let herself be used. Because my grandma didn't call the police. She didn't hire a lawyer. She mailed a folder, certified, tracked, straight to the one agency no man can escape, the IRS. Revenge, she said, is best served cold, but even better when it's filed officially.